Why don't we see big men fronting body positivity and healthy at every size campaigns? It's less profitable probably. I can't speak for every man, but as an overweight man myself, I know that healthy at every size is a damn lie, and a pandering one at that. Underweight and overweight are both medical terms that describe a deviation from what is healthy. I'm not healthy. I can either accept it or change it, but trying to warp society around my own body image just to feel better about myself is irresponsible. I'm overweight, out of shape, and don't have the healthiest lifestyle. I'll buy clothes that fit comfortably to my body and mind. Marketing something to a person who has accepted their current life is difficult. I'm looking to join a gym soon. So there's that. 'Cause women buy more clothes. I haven't seen this comment made yet. It's not perfectly relevant, but it still is. During and after pregnancy, a woman's body can change a lot. Many struggle to lose the weight they gained. It's not easy being a mother today. Many have to work. Some are single parents. There's a lot going on. So I can sympathize from that aspect. Obviously, as many others have stated, it's just about selling goods and services to women. It became cool when they realized there was a huge market for it. Even with cosmetics. Only after Fenty Beauty did large cosmetic companies start selling wider ranges suitable to various skin tones. Always chasing the dollar. I will speak as an European, as I don't know what things are like elsewhere. To me, there are two concepts here. Healthy at every size has spawned from body positivity, but they are not the same. The main reason that body positivity gained traction was because of the perceived pressures put on women to conform to a specific body type. Pressures that, in general, are not put upon men to the same extent. You will struggle to find a beach-ready body advert targeted at men. We had another one in the London Tube just a few years ago. Thankfully, people are wiser to it now, and they were not happy. It came down. And before anyone goes there, no, I am not saying that this is a problem caused by men. It's a societal problem. We all do it, men and women. We got used to it by the culture around us. And it had to stop. Being healthy is of course super important. But I don't have many female friends who have not been on diets for a long part of their lives. Not the I should be eating carefully and healthily kind. The I must be hungry kind. There is also the problem of the acceptance as what is beautiful. Look at media. Of course there are the filters in Photoshop. But how many times do you see a fat male character with a gorgeous wife? How many times do you see the opposite? All of these factors weigh of the perception of young girls as to what they need to be and look like. Meanwhile, zaddies were a thing. Obviously. When corporations noticed something gains traction, they take advantage by showing support. TLDR. There are two different issues there. But mainly men have not been under the same cultural pressures as women regarding body image. So have had less interest or need to stand against it. Because most men don't lie to themselves to make them feel better. When they're fat, they usually know it. They deal with it or accept it. I think women get judged more on looks than men do in cases of obesity. Could be absolutely wrong though. This was just something that came to mind. Fat guys don't like being fat, and are not proud of it and recognize that it's not healthy. Edit. Also, we're not often judged by our looks as women are. So we don't really need someone to tell us that we're beautiful when we're not lol. I agree with a lot of the being fat is unhealthy. Don't lie to yourself, comments here. But to take a bit of a liberty with OP's question. Body positivity isn't just about fat. It's about body shapes that don't conform to conventional beauty standards. When Dove started its campaign for real beauty in around 2003, it showed women who were beautiful, but not super skinny. So why aren't there more positive cultural representations of men who don't have perfect physiques? It's all about consumer behavior. A. Women's status is more tied up in how they look than men's is. B. So men are less discerning consumers when it comes to clothes and appearance. In general, of course there'll be many who are. We are very discerning when it comes to hardware, gadgets, cars, and bikes, but not about beauty products and clothes. So it's the same reason that menswear departments are on the second floor in most clothes shops. Men are not that fussy or demanding when it comes to appearance-based products and will just buy them anyway, whether they have models who look like them or whether they have to climb a flight of stairs to do so. Go in, grab clothes, try on, buy, job done. Let's go to the pub. Women put more stock in their appearance and how their physical appearances are represented in culture and marketing, and will punish companies who do not meet their needs. If us men want fair representation, we need to be more demanding. Or we could live with it and carry on enjoying our tech products instead. Because it's easier to profit from women's bodies. Because we're comfortable either being fat or getting healthier. It's either funny or motivational. Fat is unhealthy. Lying to yourself and others that you're healthy at any size is not going to do us any favors down the road. Also, no matter what you say, women are more attracted to a more muscular physique. Even if it's a dad bod with strong forearms, arms and legs, that still makes a difference. But if we're at the beach, we know you're staring at the guy with the sculpted abs. We know. And we know because we're also staring. Because listen to doctor, not makeup artist. We see big men in other contexts on screen, and women do the vast majority of shopping. Because men aren't taught from a young age that their worth lies in their looks. Because marketing guys are too busy in pushing products to women. Because men aren't expected to need emotional support or help with their self-esteem. It's an example on how toxic masculinity hurts men as well. Both men and women are aware that being overweight is unhealthy. Anyone saying men are just more likely to recognize that is succumbing to gender bias. The honest answer is that society makes it more socially acceptable for women to create mass support systems for each other than it does for men. There are people who neglect their weight and argue that it shouldn't matter. They simply argue in different ways. Some women will convince themselves that they are healthy, attractive at any size, while some men will tell themselves that they should be able to exclusively pursue fit women while they refuse to work on their own fitness. The truth is, there are people out there with all kinds of preferences. Some people like fit people, and others really love heavier people. There are people who prefer their opposite, and those who want someone similar. They'll eventually find what they're looking for. So the only reason anyone should care about weight is the health benefits. We really just need to take the attractiveness factor out of the discussion and focus entirely on health. That's a personal journey between an individual and their medical team, and we never know the myriad factors that can be influencing it. So we shouldn't make snap judgments about anyone. Honestly, I think both men and women should have equal access to support and encouragement, with a focus on personal health goals and reminders that they are worthy of love at every stage of their journey. It's gonna read as misogynistic, but anyway. Men are less cuddled by society when it comes to their body. They face the hard truth that you're not healthy and pretty at any size. That you're not gonna attract people unless you make efforts and act on it. Lots of them just don't care. They realize that it doesn't totally diminish their chances to get laid, especially as they grow older. Others go to the gym to get the perfect model body, especially the younger ones. So the body positivity is more effective when it targets women. Peak is the fact that they are less judged on how they look rather than they carriers, the way they hold themselves. Women have more models, stricter rules to abide to. So of course they would mind their appearances in a different way. Because when a man gains a few and gets a dad body, goes gray or gets a few wrinkles, he doesn't get shamed for it like a woman doing the same does. When I was a kid I got injured and gained like 20 pounds because I couldn't exercise all summer. My dad started telling me all the time I was getting pudgy, and my mom bought me diet shakes without asking me if I wanted to do that. When I went back to school I got called fatty, and worse, and one of my teachers actually suggested that I take diet pills and skip lunch more. I lost the extra weight then, but my whole life, even when I was at a normal weight, people were always suggesting that I diet and lose a few more. It completely messed up my head, and I ended up binge eating and/or starving myself just to be thin. Now I've got people critiquing not only my weight but suggesting that I'm of an age where I should cut my hair short and stop dyeing it unless I'm prepared to go ashy brown or blonde, because being a long-haired redhead is somehow unsuitable for a middle-aged woman. So is apparently how I dress. I'm not supposed to wear leather biker jackets, high tops, or Dr. Martens at my age apparently. Honestly, I finally gave up caring what other people think about what I do out of sheer self-preservation. So many people think they have the right to butt in and decide for you everything you do. It's ridiculous.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.